country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
It's Thursday morning. Good morning, dear American family. We're glad to be with you. Rumble, welcome to the chat. We're glad you guys are here. We got a big show in front of us and all for you. You guys are not pissed off enough at the left. You're not. I'm just telling you, you're not. They do not like you. They're not interested in your well-being, and we're going to prove it to you all morning long, folks. Blow up that chat with the American flag. Let me see you guys represent right there on Rumble in the chat. Click like underneath this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the Dear America channel. I am Chad Prather, filling in for Graham Allen. He is the hostess with the mostest, the founder of the feast, but he is in D.C. getting things done at the DOD. We got a little message from him coming up in just a little while. Folks, if you read the headlines, you would think that Americans simply don't matter. One headline said, Democrat lawmakers advocate for the return of deported Salvadoran man. Of course it does. Democrats oppose Lake and Riley Act despite bipartisan support. Of course they did. Democrats introduced legislation to abolish ICE. Of course they would. Let me ask you something, folks. Why is it that American veterans can wait months for a doctor's appointment, but somebody that just crossed the border illegally gets medical care on day one? Why does a single mom that's working 2 jobs to feed her kids have to fight tooth and nail for government assistance while somebody that broke our laws to enter into this country is handed housing and a debit card and a lawyer and a plane ticket to move about the country? Doesn't make sense, does it? Let me ask you this. Why are our streets filled with homeless Americans? A lot of them mentally ill, many of them veterans, while we got leaders that are bending over backwards to house, clothe, and feed people who shouldn't even be in this country. I want to ask you, what kind of government prioritizes outsiders over its own people? That's the world we're living in, folks. I'm going to tell you what kind of government does that. It's one that has lost its soul, or worse, sold it. Because, folks, this isn't about compassion. It's about control. It's about importing dependency and exporting patriotism. That's right. They don't want patriotism. It's about replacing citizens with clients. People that vote not for freedom, but for freebies. That's what's going on in our country right now, folks. We're going to break this down for you because we got people who don't know what it costs to build this country and, frankly, don't care. And they're living here, and they're getting attention that they should never have gotten over American citizens. The left isn't interested in protecting the American dream. They're interested in replacing the American people. Now, they'll call that statement xenophobic. Somebody will. They'll call it racist. But what do you call a policy that puts Americans last? You know, they wave the flags for every other nation, but shame on you for loving your own. They kneel for our anthem, stand for everybody else's. They want open borders but closed mouths. You speak up, you're going to get canceled. You ask questions, you're going to be a bigot. Well, I ain't playing that game. You're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. Float that American flag in the chat. We're not playing that game. Why do I have to stay quiet when I'm the one paying for it? Folks, America is not a doormat. It's a home, and homes have walls for a reason. You want to help the world? Great. Good for you. But don't help the world at the expense of your own people. Folks, charity starts at home. So does loyalty. This isn't compassion. It's planned chaos. This is the left replacing you, your vote, your values, your voice. And it's time we stop tolerating people in power who don't even seem to like Americans. These woke, progressive, Riri puppet, permanent Washington politicians, they're going to defend their American last ideas by telling you America is a nation of immigrants. And sure, listen, we are. But we're also a nation of laws. And when the first thing you do in this country is break the law, that doesn't make you an undocumented migrant. It makes you a criminal. Because a government that puts illegals over citizens isn't governing. It's betraying. Just ask the parents of Lake and Riley, murdered on a college campus by an illegal who should have been deported years ago. But hey, diversity, right? See, here's the hard truth. The left isn't importing immigrants. They're importing voters. Votes bought with government handouts, funded by your tax dollars, weaponized against your freedom. And if you complain, you're the racist, you're the bigot, you're the domestic terrorist. Well, I got news for you. Loving your country doesn't make you a terrorist. Expecting your government to protect its citizens before it protects lawbreakers isn't hateful. It's common sense. You want migrants? Well, why don't you bully pulpit peckerheads? House them on your own lawns, you bastards. Listen, we lock our doors at night, not because we hate the people outside, but because we love the people inside. So until we put Americans first, we're going to keep sliding into a country we don't recognize, where the flag waves, but the meaning is gone. And I'm not here to bow to that. I'm here to call it out. And that's not just a policy issue. That's a moral crisis. So shut the border, shut the wallet, shut down every politician who forgot who they're supposed to serve. America first, folks. Period. Fly that American flag in that chat. What a show we got for you today. I want to tell you about our friends over at Birch Gold. I want you to text the word DEAR to number 989898. Text DEAR to 989898. Birch Gold, they are the leader. They are the standard. They are the ones who will help you secure your future. You got that old 401k or that old IRA that's not doing anything. Maybe it's with a former employer. You need to let Birch Gold tell you how to build an IRA backed by precious physical gold. That's one thing that Trump's tariffs didn't do. He did not put tariffs on silver and gold bullion. And with this economic volatility we're seeing right now, one of the safest places you can put is in the oldest currency known to man, and that's gold. And Dear America will send you a free, no obligation information kit on how to secure your future when you text DEAR, DEAR, to 989898. They will talk you through it, walk you through it. They will be your partners. They got an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Tens of thousands of satisfied customers and great reviews. Go check them out. Get them on the phone. Talk to them. It's your future. Might as well deal with it. Let the folks that know how to deal with it take care of it. Text DEAR to 989898. Before we go any further, let me bring the boys on. Let's get those American flags in the chat, blow it up. Oh, we're going to see some liberals cry today. So CLC, cry, lib, cry. We got a good one. Before we go one step further, let's bring on my boy, Mexican Tony's in the house. What's up, T?
Good morning, everybody. I don't even know how I follow that opening there, Chad. That's, dude, that was something, man. I was like, I'm over here with goosebumps, man. That was something. That was awesome.
I mean,
dude.
it seems fitting that after I say all that I bring the Mexican on.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. That's okay. That's all right. I am 100% pro America, dude. So yeah, bring me on right after that. I love it.
I love it,
dude. That was awesome.
And speaking of a guy who's still trying to decipher what I said, everybody's favorite redneck, Hot Seat Todd.
That's an accurate statement. You know, you just trying to piss me off this morning talking about veterans having to wait in line for months to get appointments from the VA. Do you know how many fellow veterans a day that reach out to me? They're like, dude, I've been waiting 4 months on, you know, an ortho appointment at the VA, and this Peckerwood gets sent to El Salvador, and oh my God, we got to go there. We got to go get him right now because that's just not right. Yet we got veterans living on the freaking street right now and can't get the help that they need. It's ridiculous.
I mean, if you had a senator fly to see you, to take care of you, to check on your needs, no, they don't do that.
I ain't had to call me, let alone come by and see me.
Well, first of all, Todd, you got to know who your senator is. I mean, that helps in Mississippi. That helps.
It's Roger Wicker, unfortunately, but I know.
I hear you. You know, when Caitlin Collins was there talking to the president of El Salvador in the Oval Office and asked the question, and everybody just eviscerated her in the cabinet. Dana Bash came back on CNN and said, "Nah, we don't hate America," because Trump said CNN hates America.
They do,
and she wanted to do it. Well, let's do a little compilation here. This is gold. I love whoever put this thing together. CNN says we don't hate America. Oh, well, CNN also had this to say. Play that clip.
Let's do it.
Here's a breaking news. We live in a racist, sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, anti-Semitic country.
Everything they're doing runs against making America great.
Well,
it was never great, so I'm not going to say the again part, but making America great.
Kicking off the Independence Day weekend, President Trump will be at Mount Rushmore, where he'll be standing in front of a monument of 2 slave owners and on land wrestled away from Native Americans, told that be focusing on the effort to, quote, tear down our country's history.
They strongly believe, these human smugglers, that this is their chance to enter the United States. This is their chance at the American dream. That's why they risk everything, only to find out that it's all a lie.
And when we got our freedom, our quote-unquote freedom, we were never restored whole, which is why you hear about reparations. So until the United States atones for that and makes good on that, we're still living in a racist country.
Atones. I mean, I didn't own any I didn't own any slaves. You own any slaves? I didn't. So again, CNN says they don't hate America, but yet they're going to vilify every American. They're going to villainize, vilify
America
every
was
single
never
American.
great. We're colonizers that stole the land. You don't hate them enough. That's the thing. Like, you don't hate them enough. I mean, wasn't it the Kennedy that said, or was it Trump? I don't remember who said it, but basically the Food Network gets more views than freaking CNN, and that's why, because they hate you. I mean, I would rather watch Rachel whoever cook macaroni and cheese from a box than watch CNN talk about anything.
You know, listen, we got 15,000 people watching this thing right now on the Dear America Rumble channel, and you know what? That's more than Dana Bash is going to get.
Yeah.
You know, I think that now we got everybody in here. We need to play a little clip. We need to play a little clip from the founder of the feast, Graham Allen. Everybody says, "Where in the world is Graham Allen?" Well, let's let the man tell you.
He's right there.
Let's let the man tell you. I told him, I said, you got to eat a sandwich, son. You're getting too skinny. He's working 18-hour days. I wanted to say like a little Italian woman, you'll need to eat a sandwich.
You need to eat a sandwich.
I mean, look how skinny he's gotten. Come on,
he
dude.
is. Look at that neck, man.
What's he got to say? Play this clip.
Washington, D.C., in the heart of the beast. And it's a battle every day here. Wink, wink. I just want to say, miss all of you. I just want to say, you guys are amazing. Chad, Tony, Todd, Mr. Producer, everybody that is keeping Dear America going while I am on this deployment here behind enemy lines to attempt to do what I can do and what I've been tasked to do to help this administration and specifically help the DOD to be better in what they're doing. I just wanted to drop in and give you proof of life that I'm still here and just say that the battle is bigger than all of us. The battle is actually never ending. And so don't get battle fatigue. None of the above. We got midterms coming up here soon. There's so much stuff going on. And I am so proud of this show. I'm so proud of all of you, the guys hosting. Their heads are literally getting bigger as I'm talking right now. But I just want to say that, I'm tired. But here soon, it's all going to pay off. And I just wanted to drop in and tell you guys that I miss all of you. And tick tock. Deployments don't last forever. Love you guys. Have a great day. Hit that like button, hit the share button, and for the love of God, can we please get some American flags in the chat right freaking now? Later,
Love
guys.
it. So it sounds to me like TikTok. Graham's got an agenda. Something's going on.
I smell
up.
something, which, I mean, he don't tell us nothing. So, nothing. We find out the day of. It's like, hey, here's a video, play it. We're like, what's on it? Don't worry about it.
Put a little American flag in the chat. I love to see it blow up. And
he doesn't tell you guys anything. He tells me everything, so I already know.
Well,
you're his brother-in-law.
So. Well, I had to edit that clip. There was a last little sentence in there that I had to take out because it would have just hurt feelings. It said, he basically was like, and if you left Dear America when I did, your mother doesn't love you.
Yep.
We've had a good time holding down the fort. A lot of people want to know where Graham was. Graham is up. He's at the Pentagon, and TikTok. We do have a massive announcement that's coming up, folks. Huge. We're going to rip the bandage off, and you're going to love it. You're going to be excited about it. It is going to be huge for the Dear America family. We love our home right here at Rumble, dude. We love watching you guys blow it up, and we are. I'm biting my tongue. TikTok is the best way to put it. There's so many cool things coming, and it's going to be good for all of you guys. So God bless you, Graham. We pray for you every day, brother. I spent some time with him talking on the phone this week, and it's trust me, it is good, Dear America family. It's good. So blow that chat up with some GA, some American flags. Oh, and people say, where's Royce? Producer Royce, where's Royce? Well, he made his big announcement yesterday. 2 weeks ago, he made the announcement that he was pregnant. He's not, but his wife is. But Royce, honored and excited to announce he's been appointed to the office of the Secretary Defense at the DOD. Look at this. He looks like an AI version of a 4-year-old with a beard.
He really
at this
does.
official Pentagon DOD picture.
Look at
everybody with some Royce.
Look at this baby, my lord. He
You
doesn't look
guys-
old enough to walk in the Pentagon. Let
Leave
it
my
work
boy
there.
alone. But
I
Royce
mean-
is freaking awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, y'all.
He went in the back of the Sears to the Olin Mills, put on a suit that barely fits. They don't even make necks in a collar that's small, dude. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Royce,
He's a
Royce,
baby.
I know you're good. I know you're watching this, or you're gonna watch this later, dude. That's not me. That's Chad and Todd over here.
I ain't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
I know we're all super proud of you, Royce, dude. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, and I hope you and Gianna are doing well with her being pregnant and everything. So we love you,
Look
brother.
at him. Look
That's
at that.
that's straight out of the J.C. Penney's spring catalog
I'm
right
telling
there.
you, brother. You know what? What other show has 3? We don't even have them all listed. We have 3 people in the Pentagon.
Yeah.
We got Amjed's in there too. His little picture came out yesterday, but we got 3 people. Amjed's a lot of behind the scenes. A lot of folks don't know Amjed, but we got 3 people in the Pentagon, man. What other show?
Yeah,
can
and they
say
wanted
that?
4. They wanted this
No.
guy over here. They
That's
wanted this
not-
guy over here. They ain't dumb enough to call me. They ain't dumb enough
That's
to give
true.
me a call.
Chad
No,
flat
they-
out turned him down. He said, if I can't take 20 with me, I'm not going. So he literally just
I was
he
going
turned
to
him
take
down.
Tony. I need a bilingual in there.
That's
So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but listen, you guys probably saw this clip. We talked about it yesterday on the Chad Prather show, on my show. Tulsi Gabbard, she was threatened by this deal. I don't understand how this guy got apparently a phone number, because these were text messages saying this was, of course, it was somebody named Ali Akbar Muhammad Amin.
Of course it is.
They arrested this guy. This is in Georgia, the state, not the country. And you can see, scroll on down. I mean, this is some major deal. Said, we're going to kill everybody in your house, basically. And we know where you live, and all this stuff's going to transpire. So this was, it made threats against her and her husband. I'm telling you, man, they don't love us. They look, there's a gun pointed at their picture. This is some frightening stuff. Now that they've arrested this guy, here's what they do. They put him on an airplane. They fly him over to Iran, let's say. It doesn't matter. Pick a country. And then they put him in like a pride flag outfit. Like you just dress him up like a rainbow and just put him zip tie his hands and feet, and you just kick him off the back of the plane and just let him float down into the middle of Tehran. Wearing his little pride flags, put some butterfly wings on him, whatever. Get it where he can fart glitter. I don't care, and just let them handle it. Taxpayer dollars don't need to worry about this guy.
No, what'll happen is they'll send him back to his country of origin, and then he'll just join ISIS or whatever. So he'll go from threatening Tulsi to now our guys in uniform over there are going to have to deal with the Peckerwood.
What's going to happen is
that's exactly what's going to happen.
He'll get sent back to Iran, and one of our senators will go there and try to get him back.
Took the words out of my mouth, Tony. You'll have some liberal senator on a plane flying over there
Oh, no,
wanting to
bring
meet
him,
with him.
Bring him back. That wasn't a real gun. That did you see the orange tip? That's not a threat.
Yeah.
That was a fake gun.
Well, and the crazy thing about it is you have these leftists, dude, who are you got violence, you got murder, you got all kind of stuff. Taylor Lorenz went on Sean Hannity recently. Play this little clip right here. They double down on this stuff, man. They literally double down on this.
Do you condemn that? Can you take a moral stand and condemn that?
What I condemn is the violence of our system, and I would love for you to acknowledge that.
I'm not asking you to condemn the system. Taylor, do you condemn people that call for assassination?
Gosh, you're going to ask if I condemn Hamas next. This is crazy. I would love for you to acknowledge what I'm actually saying, Sean, and we seem to be talking past each other. I want to talk about the fact that half of all adults are delayed because of cost. We need to talk about that 70% of Americans, by the way, believe that the insurance company practices are responsible in part for Thompson's death. These are signs of an unhealthy...
You want to put a...
I'm sorry, what? Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. I need a 30. Did she just say that the medical insurance costs are the reason that dude's dead? Is that what just came out of her mouth?
Yep.
Listen, chick, listen. Don't forget to blink and breathe. All right, don't forget to blink and breathe, okay? Oh, my God, these
people hate you, dude.
Man, bro.
They absolutely hate you. They hate us. They don't care, and they're all for violence. Listen, the stuff that they say is the stuff that they're willing to do, and they're enacting it, dude. It's getting more and more violent. These people have demonstrated. Listen, if you're going to go out and firebomb a Tesla dealership over a guy that is appointed in the government, and people work at these Tesla dealerships. You know, you're going to go out there and key cars and wipe. You're going to stick your finger in your butt and then wipe it on a Tesla. I mean, and you don't even care about the fact that there's cameras on the dadgum thing. You know you're going to get caught. The fact that you're going to shoot into buildings and do all this, it's insane. It's insane. They are willing to engage in violence. And you got people like Taylor Lorenz who are going to continue to back it up and defend it and refuse to condemn it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Blink and breathe, lady.
Blink and breathe, man. That's
ain't no way she can walk and chew gum at the same time. Ain't no way.
Hey, listen, guys, if you're a homeowner, I want you to listen to this. When's the last time you checked your home title? Probably never. That's the legal proof that you own your house. And most folks don't even think about that. Well, the problem is in today's AI and cyber world, you have scammers that are stealing home titles, and your equity is the target. So here's how it works. Criminal forge your signature on a document, just one document, really. They fake a notary stamp, and then that's they actually will own your home. They pay a small fee to the county, and boom, your home title has been transferred out of your name, and then they're going to take loans out against your equity, and you don't know it until they've foreclosed on your house or you got collection notices coming in. So you need to stop what you're doing today, and you need to find out if you're already a victim. Use promo code CHAD, I spell it Chad, over at HomeTitleLock.com. Make sure your title is still in your name. You'll also get a free title history report plus a free 14-day trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts if anything changes. And if fraud happens, they'll send you up to $1 million to fix it. So go to HomeTitleLock.com. Do it today. Use promo code Chad. HomeTitleLock.com. Use promo code Chad. Ah, boy, oh boy. I love it when they do the man on the street interviews with idiots, don't you? I mean, when they just pop that stuff out there. Here's one. How many AOC supporters do we have in the chat? I'm just curious to know.
That's another one right there, boy.
Yeah, how many AOC? I'm thinking not probably a lot in this case. But here's one. Pull this up, Todd, real quick.
Got it.
They want her to run for president. Can you imagine?
Yes, I can. Yeah, please.
They'll do it. I mean, please. We already had Kamala, word salad, and Vice President knee pads. We had that.
I am begging. After Bernie at Coachella and AOC's doing Kamala's Latin accent, please. My birthday, that's all I ask for. February the 17th, every year. Please run AOC and Bernie. Please.
Hey, can I just say, Bernie at Coachella is peak comedy for a lot of reasons, but the fact he's going to go in there and talk about oligarchs when he's in there with people that 60% of them had to finance the tickets to Coachella.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking to elites about oligarchs. Can we just break that down at some point in time? But let's play this clip. This is an AOC voter for you. Play it.
Who do you think is the current leader of the Democratic Party?
I think AOC. I think she should be, at least.
Would you like to see her run for president in 2028?
I would love to see her run for president in 2028.
What do you think is the best policy AOC has had passed?
Yeah. That's a great question.
It is.
I don't know.
I have no idea what she does.
You ever notice, and this is universal, boys. This is universal. Whenever they ask a question they don't know the answer to, they always go, "That's a great question."
Yeah, and then you can literally hear the gears grinding, and the hamster has stopped running.
It's just on the wheel,
I mean,
flipping.
it's just it's bad. It's like
the answer to that question would have been probably 99% of the country doesn't know the answer to that either, because she probably doesn't have a lot of stuff she's helped pass.
10 to 1 that this epitard doesn't even know what AOC stands for. I bet you.
Yeah, sometimes I forget myself.
Yeah.
The scary part about it is, and I've said this on the show before, is that if AOC does run with Bernie Sanders or with Crockett or whoever, there is half of the country is going to go vote for her, man, because it's not going to be because it's AOC. It's because these idiots on the left over here are going to go vote anything anti-Trump. And I know Trump's not going to be there. Vance is going to be there, but they're going to go for anything that has to do with anti-Trump, dude. So they're going to get a lot of votes.
I'm all about it. Run. Please do it.
Everybody throw a little Trump in the chat. Let me see a little T. You know what? If you got to put the little dancing Trump, whatever, I'll throw a few of them in there as well. And the reason I want to talk about Trump for a second is because you got that Judge Boasberg, who's apparently the only judge in America We got to get rid of federal activist judges. We got to get rid of these radical activist judges, whether on the federal level, local level, whatever it is. These people are radicalized. They're appointed because they're radicalized, and they become more radicalized because they have been given this power, and they've got to keep to the script in order to keep their position. So Judge Boasberg has found cause. Of course he has. Of course he has, under a rock, to hold Trump officials in criminal contempt for not turning around the planes carrying illegal deporters. We don't hate the left enough. They hate our guts, dude.
That's an oxymoron right there. Illegal deportees?
Yeah.
Like, that's an oxymoron. That's like saying military grade. Like, I mean, come on, man.
We're talking Trinidad. We're talking MS-13. We're talking about people that will flay the skin off of your body, hang your body in public as an example to their enemies. Send them to Boasberg's house. I'm sure the judge has a few extra bedrooms.
For sure. You know he does.
None of these guys are saying, bring them to my house.
Yeah. Bought and paid for by Act Blue.
Very true. Very true, Chad. I mean, yeah, and the fact that these judges are saying, they're going to hold the administration in contempt for getting rid of criminals from our country. That's just, I mean, it's mind-blowing that the left is just, they hate us so much. They hate the American citizens so much that they would rather leave all these murderers and rapists in our country instead of trying to make our country safe. It's mind-blowing.
And you know what? They live behind their little walls, and they live behind their securities. They live behind their people with guns that protect them and take care of them. And they don't care about the American people. The American people are out here struggling. They're doing everything they can to protect themselves. And you know what? You got people running the streets up and down and you know what? There's no sense of, I mean, do the stuff that a judge is supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Justice for the American people.
Yeah. Well, it's two things, and one was the Democrat in California that basically told on themselves yesterday, saying we've got 70 to 75 Congress people behind closed doors calling AGs every day to figure out how we can find loopholes in the system to stop every executive order Trump is doing. That's one. And number two, you've got these judges, senators, reps that have lived in this little American bubble their whole lives, and they have no idea what these people are capable of. Where you've got veterans like myself and people like Chad who have been to third world countries, who have seen what the worst of humanity can do to itself, and we know exactly what these people are capable of. It's not that we're jackasses and don't want them here. I'm sorry. I want Laken Riley to be alive. I want Rachel Morin to be alive. I want that child in Texas to still be here. Because that's what these people are capable of, because they do not value human life. But when you grow up in this little American bubble and you never see anything, and then you've got these leftist libtards calling you saying, hey, man, can you help us with this? Trump's doing this. We need you to. Sure, I don't mind trending on Twitter today. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah. They're going to do it. And they want all the attention they can get. Power-hungry, power-grubbing fools. And here's the thing. I see some people in the chat say, well, they're going to start snatching you guys up without due process, too. No, okay, listen. Listen, first of all, you crossed into our border illegally. You're here illegally. You're a part of a violent gang, all right? We voted for this on November 5th. The left keeps wanting to make these 80-20 issues. We voted for deportations. We voted for closed borders. We voted for America First. We voted for national security. We voted for that. We want our military not to be woke, not to be driven by DEI. We want them to be war fighters. We want to be the tip of the spear. We want to be the strongest economy in the world. We're making certain moves that are going to ensure that. And I've said over and over again, if the left wants to go out and start their little Chaz and Chop zones, let me tell you, we'll build a wall around you. We'll build a wall around you that you can't get out of, and you guys can have your own little country in there, and we'll just put all the Trinidad and MS-13 guys in there with you. Listen, you do have evidence that these people are here, but the same due process doesn't apply to an illegal alien that's in here doing God knows what to an American-born citizen. I mean, you say, well, that's xenophobic. You can put whatever label on it you want, but at the end of the day, man, you don't want the end game of what that's going to bring here. You got to protect the American people.
Let's not forget about the American furry friends too. Remember, they were eating our pets in the street.
They were eating the dogs.
They were eating the cats.
Eating
they were
the
eating
cats.
all the cats.
Eating the dogs.
Eating the dogs. Yep. So yeah, you saw that all the illegal immigrants that were here, they were getting pets off the street and just cooking them. So yeah, it wasn't a good situation,
Haitians,
man. Yeah, man.
Trump went off on him though. Trump he wrote a 500-word essay on these corrupt
2 in the
judges.
morning.
I mean, Trump doesn't sleep. I can just imagine Trump sitting on the toilet west wing of the White House, 3:30 in the morning, freshly spray painted orange, you know, and he just I'm gonna tweet it. It's gonna be fantastic. He says, "Can you believe it? A judge ruled against us on 530,000 illegal migrants that Joe Biden flew over the border in his program to transport illegals into the country by airplane. I saw it with my own eyes." Saying that they can't be looked at as a group, but that each case has to be tried individually based on the court system that would take approximately 100 years. I mean, I don't know when common sense comes into any of this stuff. He says, what is going on with our courts? They're totally out of control. They seem to hate Trump. And that's the truth. That's the end game. That's the issue. They hate Trump so much that anything goes. We're trying to bring our country back from the destruction caused by the Democrats and crooked Joe Biden. He won. He won the election. We voted for it. But, you know, going to treat him like this, you know, Boasberg's radicalized. And by the way, don't forget, Boasberg's daughter is an attorney for the NGO that actually represents the Trinity Aragua gang. So there's a vested interest there. So, of course, he's going to try to bring them back because without them, they don't have a job. They don't have a job. So, you know, you want to say, well, it's violating his civil liberties. Well, the guy that just got transported back to El Salvador, let some ACLU lawyer of El Salvador represent him and deal with him down there. Because President Bukele says he ain't coming back.
Yeah, period.
Ain't coming back.
No, and doesn't need to. And that's the thing that they're missing here. You know, they keep saying, well, this is Trump and Homan's putting us in a constitutional crisis because of due process and this and due process that. Look, you're missing the fact that as soon as they come across that border illegally, and I don't care if they do it by foot or Joe Biden's personal plane, all right, you violate the Constitution. You're illegal. You're a criminal. That fast. That fast. And all we're doing is we're sending you home.
I want to know, yes or no, in the chat, yes or no. I'm going to make a little announcement here. Yes or no, do you agree with Trump on these deportations? Yes or no? Why or in?
100%.
Yes or no? 100%. Do you agree with Trump on these deportations and the method in which he's doing it and the method in which it's happening? Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, all of that. At the hour, folks, we're going to live raid. We're going to Rumble raid Vince's show. All of you know Vince. Vince kind of took over in that time slot for our buddy Dan Bongino. So we're going to pop that up at the top of the live chat. You guys are going to click on it. We're going to raid his show. It's going to bump those numbers up. We'll do that before we get back to our live chat reads. So we'll do a little head over to Vince. We'll blow that thing up and get him going in the morning. So at the hour, old hot seat Todd there is going to pop that at the top of the chat. But let me see how many yeses we got.
Look at all those yeses, man.
It seems like we voted for it.
Absolutely great. Yeah.
I mean, there's 26,000 people watching, and I'm seeing about 26,000 yeses, and the price is where I spin the wheel challenge over here.
You know, my opinion to that is yes, 100% yes, man. Because I mean, obviously like you just said here, Todd, when they come over the border illegally, they're criminals, you know, and I get that. But also, people tend to forget the fact that the people who are doing it the right way, waiting their turns, going through the due process, you know, hiring the lawyers, paying their fees to be able to become U.S. citizens, they're getting skipped. And also, the people they're getting skipped by all these people who are just getting pushed over the border by the Biden administration or just coming over illegally. I mean, those people are just as well. If they were in our chat right now, they'd be saying, absolutely, yes, deport them back because we did it the right way. Why can't they?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's people like you, Tony, that I feel sorry for. I mean, you came over here, you did it the right way.
I came over here all the way from California, man. It was a tough trek, man. Let me tell you.
That's so funny.
I had to fight all the traffic on I-5, man. It was crazy.
Hey guys, you guys enjoying the show? Is it good so far? We're right here, 37 minutes into the program. I hope you guys are having fun. For those of you just joining, my name is Chad Prather. I fill in for Graham Allen, who's at the Pentagon. We just got an announcement from Graham with a TikTok. Who knows what's going to happen? So we love it and welcome those of you in the Rumble chat. We blow that thing up, float those American flags, and do it. Come on, keep driving those numbers up. Before you get out of here today, make sure you hit that like below the video.
Yes.
Click like, and you haven't subscribed to the Dear America channel on Rumble, please do that. Special thanks to our folks over at Rumble. We appreciate all that they do for us. Hey, you talk about eating the cats, eating the dogs. You don't have to do that because our friends here in Texas, Backyard Butchers, they got beef, baby, real beef. And they got a special deal going for the Dear America family right now. Prices are going through the roof at the supermarket on beef because of supply and demand, and a lot of stuff's going on with the American farmer and rancher, and it's driving prices higher. So Backyard Butchers has made a deal with us. They said if you sign up with backyardbutchers.com/Chad, if you do that in the next 30 days, they will lock in the beef price for the rest of the year. So if you get the steakhouse box, the backyard box, farmhouse box, whatever, with grass-fed, grain-finished, no hormone, no vaccine, no steroid beef raised right here in Texas, you can get a whole steer. You can get a whole steer, you can get a half steer, and you're like, I don't have that much freezer space. They'll send it to you month by month, folks, so that you get everything. But they're not going to change the prices. So make sure you go over to backyardbutchers.com/Chad, sign up, get your beef delivered straight to your door. You're going to love them, man. They're fantastic stuff. Party Foul Steve, he just got his box in yesterday. So I'm headed over there today. We're going to cook some beef, baby. It's good stuff. Backyardbutchers.com/Chad. Lock in that price on your delivery on your beef for the rest of the year. All right, guys. Gavin Newsom, we talked about this on my show yesterday on the Chad Prather Show. Gavin Newsom, he's going to sue Trump over tariffs. He can't. There's an Article 1, Section 8 violation if he tries to do that. I mean, he could take it all the way to the Supreme Court, but he's never going to get that far. I mean, forget the fact that this is the same guy that wanted to put $6 billion in reparations on the California taxpayer when California never owned slaves and no one in California ever was or owned a slave. So this is the same guy that's got his hand out looking for federal funding after the southern part of California just burned in the wildfires, but yet he's going to sue them over the tariffs. This is a guy who taxes you for everything, including breathing, and if you try to leave the state, they'll tax you for that too. This guy who's obviously positioning himself to be the Democrat candidate in 2028. Look at this slick head right there. Boy, it looks like a third nut. Play that clip right there.
Today, I announced a lawsuit on behalf of the state of California suing the Trump administration.
Good for you.
California is the largest manufacturing state in our union, one of the largest trading partners around the globe.
With China.
No state will be impacted more than the state of California as it relates to the unilateral authority that's being asserted by the Trump administration to impose the largest tax increase in modern American history.
Yeah. The hypocrisy of that is astounding. The lack of self-awareness of that is astounding.
Yeah. Can I just say this about, to my brothers and sisters in California that are fighting this losing battle? I apologize. Nucifer is a whole nother human being here. But to the ones that are bailing out on California, all right, this is where you're messing up. Okay, because we spent a week or almost 2 weeks down in Arizona pre-election working for the Trump administration trying to chase votes. All right, and the problem is you leave California, you go to places like Arizona, Texas, and Florida, and you still vote blue. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, don't forget, Gavin Newsom is a disciple. He's like a little mini communist disciple of Xi Jinping. You saw how he cleaned up the streets in San Francisco last year when little Pooh Bear came for the visit and got the homeless people off the streets for a couple of days. He proved that California can be cleaned up if they decide to do it, right? Tony, you're from California? Do they need more taxes down in California? Do they? I mean, Gavin. All right, let me say this another. How much has Gavin Newsom just destroyed this state?
Yeah.
Dude,
well,
I mean, let's not forget their laws over there. Remember, you had to steal at least $1,000 for you to get prosecuted as a felony. Otherwise, they would never report it to the police to the police or call the cops. So everybody, the crime was running rampant over there. People were going into stores and filling their bags with people's property because they knew they wouldn't get prosecuted. That's the kind of law that Newsom and them support in California. So that should tell you everything you need to know.
And on top of that, Nucifer sends out a memo to all these families saying, hey, you can only run your air conditioner when it's 115 degrees outside. You can only run your air conditioner from this time to this time. No, I'm pretty sure my name's on that electric bill. I'm going to run it whenever the freaking heck I want.
Do you remember Biden was trying to get rid of gas stoves and ceiling fans and these, your big refrigerators and your washer and dryer? Like, he was levying all this stuff trying to get rid of your appliances. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is cooking Thanksgiving dinner with Doug on a gas stove. Just imagine how bad it will be with this guy who wants his 15-minute cities. If this guy ever takes power, you want to talk about, and here's the difference between Gavin Newsom and, say, Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. They were absolute puppets. Gavin Newsom actually thinks he's in charge. He actually thinks his ideas will work. And that's why I think he's going to have a harder time than Bernie or AOC getting a nomination, because he actually wants to run the show. And that's frightening in and of itself.
You remember when they brought Xi Jinping down to California and had you couldn't see one American flag in the entire nothing but Chinese. That's all you need to know. Like that, if I woke up from a deep sleep of 10 years and I woke up and saw that clip, I'm like, who voted for that guy?
Yeah.
That's all I would need to see.
And to touch on your point there, Chad, I mean, the hypocrisy here is, if he were to put just a fraction of the energy that he's putting towards this, to him suing the Trump administration, I mean, to cleaning up his state and helping his citizens just drop the taxes a little bit. He's charging people to move out of the state if you sell your house. I mean, it goes on and on.
Yeah.
The cost of living over there is out of control. Just take care of your own state, man, and everything else will fall in its own, will fall in place.
Speaking of taking care of your own state, Senator Chris Van Hollen from Maryland, he jumped on a plane. He said he's going to do it. He jumped on a plane. This is sad and funny at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped on a plane, went down to El Salvador. The VP, Kilmar Albrego Garcia, sorry, Tony, he went down there and said, "Can't help you, buddy.
No,
you need to make earlier provisions to come in and visit CCOT. You're not coming down here." I said, would it be funny, like, if Van Hollen got off the plane and they stripped him out of his little senator suit and just threw the delousing powder on him and then hosed him down like Rambo in a jail cell, and then just gave him an anal cavity search and then stuck the same finger in his mouth to make sure he wasn't hiding any contraband, and then tossed him in the prison with this guy and said, "Okay, now do your interview. Knock yourself out."
Yeah, well, it's funny enough that the vice president of El Salvador was like, "No, you can't go see him."
The president of El Salvador
sat in the
Oval Office the other day and said, "No, we're not doing it."
But I do have, and again, I'm just a redneck from Mississippi, and I have to have things. I have to have things put in crayon for me. But I thought about this, about 15 minutes ago. I saw this clip here. Doesn't this violate some kind of act? Don't you have a senator going, talking with the vice president of El Salvador? 100%. Ain't that illegal?
It's a violation of the Logan Act. It's a violation of the Logan Act. This guy goes down there. He gets turned away. This is a press op. Tell me when Cory Booker said he was going to get a group and go down there too. Tell me when a senator or a congressman came. You know what? The Ball brothers were stuck in China. You know who got them out? Trump.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner, Joe Biden, the only way he could get Brittany Griner back, he came back on an airplane only after he traded the agent of death, the whatever, Dr. Doom, the guy who was the biggest arms trader in the world, back to Russia. So the left, they hate you. Your senator doesn't get on a plane. We just had that girl that had been...
There you go. There's his new official photo right there.
What'd you say, Tony? Is that a Ouija board on his forehead?
That's what I said. It looks like he has a Ouija board.
There he is.
On his forehead.
Yeah.
And the disgusting part about all this, and we should make everybody really mad in the chat or everybody watching, they're using our tax dollars to travel over there to go defend this POS who got deported, and he's part of MS-13 or something
MS-13.
like that, or whatever. Yeah, I mean,
and look,
why? I don't understand why.
Here's the deal. Pop it up there, Todd. I mean, here is the court document confirming the deported illegal is MS-13. I mean, he is. You could read that for yourself. There's the document. He's MS-13. And then his wife And then you got his wife is going to go on there and be like, oh yes, please bring him back. Turns out that she had filed a restraining order against him a couple of years ago for domestic violence. A protective order against him, and then she's on there talking about, yes, please bring him back.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Like, did anybody see that clip of her giving that press conference? Please,
completely
no tears,
emotionless,
no tears at all. Like, you're married to this guy, you got kids with this guy, and you're like, oh no, please,
and
he's
this,
a great
this is,
husband, great
this is
father.
So disgusting, the money grab going on here, not just with her.
Man,
obviously you can see it's literally a money grab, because she doesn't want him back. Why would she want him back? She had a restraining order on him.
Yeah.
But it's just this whole money grab thing. We saw that with yesterday, the day before, with Carmelo Anthony too. Look at all the money they raised for him, and all of a sudden they have a new car and they're living in a different house now. You people who are funding all these people, a shame on you guys, all of you. You guys are just helping them keep doing the things they're doing. Shame on all of you.
Yeah, well, all you got to do is look at the left right now. Look at the left and their heroes. Okay, you've got the Maryland father, hero number one, Luigi Mangione, Robin Hood. The guy the Palestinian dude from Colombia. Oh, that's a political hero. Look at their heroes, man. Carmelo Anthony, hero. Like, that's all you need to know.
And at the end of the day, the wife is after the money. I'm sitting here I'm looking at a PDF right here on my phone. His deportation orders go all the way back to 2019.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's deportation orders go all the way back to 2019. This is not something, but again, these American congressmen and senators, they're not getting on an airplane. Trump just got the girl released that had been held for the last 13 months. That was a tearjerker when she came home. Throw those American flags in the chat, folks. Throw it in there. Our friend Jack Posobiec, he had a great take on this deal. We got to move pretty quick here before we go over and rumble raid old Vince's show.
Rumble raid.
But Jack Posobiec, he
kills it right here.
Yeah, play this clip. This is interesting.
Well, folks, the Maryland man hoax is breaking. Senator Chris Van Hollen has just landed, I guess, in El Salvador, where he's on his way out to, I suppose he's on his way for a special visit with Abrego Garcia. He's there. I don't know if this is one of those, visits with special benefits. Maybe it's more of a first date kind of thing. Maybe he's not that kind of senator. Then again, he is from Maryland. So we'll see just how high his standards, if any, are. But the entire left is going in on this. The entire media, this massive political stunt is going on. And it is a political stunt, to be sure. By the way, this also proves once again that the Democrats are far better at political theater than Republicans, than conservatives, than even sometimes. Look, we couldn't even get a guy to go to Fort Knox. We couldn't even get a guy to go to Fort Knox. But the Democrats will go all the way down to El Salvador. The only problem is, of course, once again, the Democrats are supporting a criminal. Yes, whether it's Luigi Mangione or Carmelo Anthony or now Abrego Garcia, the Democrats just can't quit their love affair with criminals.
Let's
and of course,
right there, they're going to keep on doing it, dude. And you know what? They're going to do it nonstop. And here's the thing. You have these liberal, progressive, limp-wristed, beta soy cuck walk behind your woman with a pink hat on, with her hand in the air, Me Too, tranny-loving, pride flag waving, pro-Palestinian, reason there's a chair in the corner of the hotel room, people that are going to be brainwashed every dadgum time when they see these people do this. Oh, it's about empathy and compassion. No. It's you guys, when it comes to your front door, I'm just telling you, it's already here. You just saw the guy that made the threat in Georgia against Tulsi Gabbard. Ali Akbar Muhammad, whatever his name was. These people are here, man. If you don't have somebody that puts America first like Trump does, we're all screwed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I've said this for 3 weeks now, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I get hate for it, and I don't care. My name's Chuck, but I'm way past the America First agenda. I'm into the America Only right now.
There you go.
We need to be focused on us, because let's just be real. All right, the world is weak. when America is weak. And we've been weak for a long time. The lights have been off and the cockroaches have been running around like crazy for a long time right now. So no, we need to back up and punt and play the America only game for right now.
And if you want to see the face of it, if you want to see the face of it, Tony, I don't mean to cut you off there, buddy, but Rachel Morin, who was murdered, she just had this to say. She's there at the White House, a year later. You want to see the face of what this looks like, folks. You don't want this in your life. Play this clip.
It feels like to carry a baby in your womb, or to feel those first kicks, or to know just intuitively if it's a boy or a girl. It's only a thing that a mother knows. Why are we not protecting the American citizens? It's just common sense. Why are we not protecting our children? And to have a senator from Maryland who didn't even acknowledge or barely acknowledged my daughter and the brutal death that she endured, leaving her 5 children without a mother and now a grandbaby without a grandmother, so that he can use my taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador to bring back someone that's not even an American citizen. Why does that person have more right than I do, or my daughter, or my grandchildren? I don't understand this. Thank you.
See, the thing about that is she can't get on an airplane and go bring her daughter back. She can't go and bring her daughter back. Her daughter's gone forever. Why? Because of a federal policy that allowed these people to come into our country. 355,000 missing children because of trafficking right now in our country. How many hundreds of thousands of fentanyl deaths have we had coming across the southern border? I mean, you got Chinese nationals showing up, coming across our border. I don't know, you guys, I've never seen a wormhole that goes from Beijing to Juarez.
Yeah.
But somehow they're showing up. You got border encounters in the Biden administration where you got 165 nations represented annually. There's not 165 nations below us, so they're getting brought here. Literally, and a free airplane ticket to fly about the country, go wherever you want to do. These people, these children, these girls, these beautiful, beautiful girls should still be alive. They're dead because of federal policy that allowed them to be here. And you know what? I will condemn it till the day I die. America first. As you say, Todd, America only. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Let's do this before we do the Rumble raid. And we got so much we could get into. And listen, we're going to super chat. We'll hang out a little bit later on as well. But on the hour, we're going to do the Rumble raid of Vince's show. We'd love for you guys to jump on there, click that button, and blow up his live feed, folks.
With this poor woman here, all right, there's a couple things that just really, really chap my ass, okay? Number one is the fact that this woman's daughter was brutally murdered. This Senator Van Hollen did not reach out. The President Biden did not reach out. Nobody reached out to this family and offered any kind of condolences. And FYI, Senator Van Hollen was one of the ones that did not vote for the Laken Riley Act, by the way. Number two, I am a little peeved that this poor woman has to go stand in front of a press group in D.C. and relive this entire traumatic thing.
That's it.
In front of the entire American people. Like, I mean, every time something like this happens and every time the left pushes something like this or does something like this, you've got this woman, you've got the parents of the child, you've got Laken's parents. They have to relive this over and over and over. Okay, I'm sorry. At this point, they need to start tracking where these people came from, how they got here, and we need to start charging leaders with accessory to murder. And that's just where I'm at.
Well, before you say something, Chad, I'm going
to
add something to that, Todd. At this point, for myself, I'm not even blaming the left, senators, congressmen, all the leaders of the left. It's all the people who support and enable them, all the people that voted for them. This is all on you guys, all right? Because
blood on your hands.
You have the opportunity and the ability to vote all these people out, but you keep voting for them. And they are allowing all these illegal immigrants and murderers and rapists to come over here and murder our children, murder our women, murder murder just innocent citizens. So this is all on you guys. We're trying to make it better. We're trying to put new leadership in there. We're trying to change the way that, that open border policy was just crap. I mean, anybody that I speak to, anybody who tries to skip the whole due process of any country, we're the only country that does that. You can't go to another country and say, yeah, I'm just going to walk in and I want you guys to give me everything that American citizens have. I mean, that doesn't happen anywhere else except here. That is just BS, and we need to get back to putting America first. That's it.
Blood is on the hands of that administration, that's for sure. And all those who support it. I agree with you, Tony. Listen, I want everyone to do me a favor. If you're listening, if you can hear the sound of my voice in a few minutes, we're gonna on the top of the hour, we're gonna Rumble raid Vince's show. Okay, you may go over there, you may watch for a while, you may come back and watch our live chat, you may whatever our super chats. You're welcome to do whatever you want to do, but at least for that minute, we won't say anything important or anything like that. Just for a minute. We don't say anything important anyway, do we?
No,
Tony,
I don't. I know I don't. I mean, if anybody does, it's you. It ain't this side. I promise.
I don't know about that. That's crazy, Tony. But when we do that, when that at the hour at 10:09 Central, when that is up at the top of the deal, I want you to hit that Rumble raid. I want you to raid Vince's show. Trust me, because we're going to prove something. Dear America family, we're going to prove something today that all of these voices need to stick together. Mm-hmm. They need to stick together. Amen. And how long is that Scott Jennings clip before we go?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Let's play a little clip of it. Scott Jennings, one of my favorite guys. I love that he's on CNN doing what he does. Play it real quick.
First of all, I'm more than happy to hear the congressman say they're all going to El Salvador. I think for Republicans, this just confirms what we have believed about the Democratic Party and why it currently has a 21% approval rating in Congress. Look where the energy in the Democratic Party is. It's around retrieving illegal aliens from El Salvador. It's around fighting for these college campuses that have been rife with anti-Semitism. It's around biological males who want to play in girls' sports. This is why they are losing to Donald Trump every day, because the energy that Democrats feel comes on all these issues that are fundamentally not where the American people are.
Congressman, one second. Congressman, can I give you the chance to respond to that?
Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean, it's Donald Trump that's actually losing the support of the American people. Okay. Donald Trump's not focused on lowering the costs of housing, not focused on lowering the price of goods. He's out there deporting people that have legal status to be here, revoking student visas from students that are contributing to this country.
He doesn't have legal status to be here, Congressman. He has a deportation order. You're going to go to El Salvador. You're going to go to maybe go to the grocery store. Like, there's an issue here where you could possibly win on, but you're going to El Salvador instead.
It's okay that someone walking into getting their citizenship, walking into their citizenship test, their citizenship meeting, is being apprehended on the way into their next process, which just happened to somebody in Vermont, and it's happening now across the country. Students are being deported and revoked of their student visas. Yes. Many are not being told why that's the case. That should not be happening in the United States. And certainly someone shouldn't be deported and being left in a prison in a foreign country when the Supreme Court says it should be returned back. And so those are the questions. And by the way, as Democrats and as a Congress and a government, we should be able to do multiple things at the same time. We should be able to take on billionaires who are raiding the government. We should be able to take on Elon Musk.
I'm sorry. Did he just say
hit
that
the
this
Rumble
guy
raid on Vince's chat?
Did this just come out of his mouth that this guy's in a prison in a foreign country? No, he's at a prison at home. He's at a prison at home. El Salvador's where the Peckerwood is from.
That's right.
He's not in a foreign. That is a punchable face right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a punchable face.
That is a punchable face.
God.
Everybody raid Vince's.
Raid it.
Hit the button. Raid it.
Hit the button. Raid it. We love you guys. We love your support. We thank you guys for joining us. But raid Vince's show. Raid it. Jump over there. Show them some love, man. Click that join button right there. And
Long Beach, California. That's all you had to know.
Every bit of this, dude, it matters when we stick together with our voices. And we appreciate the Rumble family over there. And you know what? Jump over there on this. Hit that thing. Raid that show.
Click it. Click it.
Click it. Click it. Click it. Click it. Click it. You guys, if you're still sticking around, hit that American flag in the chat. Let's see. We got a couple more things we want to get into, man. It's a good day, Todd and Tony. It's a good day.
I'm headed over Beautiful day today, man. Beautiful day.
I got a show in Jefferson, Louisiana tomorrow night it's just New Orleans live chat. We're doing our Gulf of America comedy tour, and then I'm going to see you, Todd, in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Yeah, baby,
night.
I can't wait, dude. I'm super
We got
excited.
a show there. We got our Gulf of America right side of comedy. Me and Jesse Payton, Gulf of America comedy tour. We're bouncing around, so we're in New Orleans tomorrow night, and then we're going to be in Hattiesburg. WatchChad.com. Come join us
Chad,
if you're in the chat. Yeah, buddy.
I talked to my wife yesterday. We're gonna come see your show in Georgia when you come on July.
In Toccoa?
In Toccoa, sir. Yeah, it's only like 45 minutes from where I live. So.
Heck yeah, dude, that's close. That's right.
Yeah.
Megan Duthu, Meggie Moo 32. She's going to be there Saturday night as well. So y'all come hang out with us. Oh boy, howdy. Good times today, man. Lots to get into. But the left hates us, dude. They hate you. You want to talk about? You want to know who doesn't hate you in this Holy Week as we head towards Easter, Resurrection Sunday? Mm-hmm. God doesn't hate you.
Nope.
God loves you very much, and you want to see somebody that just had the hand of God on them.
Ooh, buddy. Yes,
Let's play a clip real quick right here. This is so. This guy, what does his shirt say?
God's got me. He's got a shirt on that says God's got me.
It says God's got me. Play this clip. This is insane. So what's he? Is he delivering something?
Yeah,
like
he's a DoorDash. He's door dashing.
Okay, play the clip. So he just bebopping along, just coming on up there, bringing the food. God's got me. Sets it down.
Now when he backs, listen.
Bam! Bullet hits the window right where his head just was.
Mm-hmm. Man,
you can hear the shots fire in the back.
That T-shirt wasn't lying, boys. Dude, that T-shirt wasn't lying.
That brings up PTSD for me, man. That's me growing up in L.A., man. Back when I was in middle school.
Insane.
Bullets flying everywhere.
Insane. Wow. I'm gonna hit the rumble. I'm gonna hit the rumble rate. I'm gonna go to see. Let's see what Vince is saying. Vince over there rocking and rolling.
Well, I can't click it because it'll ruin the whole show.
No, you can't. You're not allowed.
I can't click it. I'm not allowed to click it right now.
You guys are funny. No, please don't click it. That would be a mess. And then there's play this next clip. There's a woman who was raised by liberals, and she's gonna tell you. She's like, I'm not that anymore.
Yeah, you can tell she wasn't. She doesn't have a septum ring.
There's no septum ring.
No purple hair. No nothing.
I was raised by very liberal and still to this day liberal parents.
Wow.
Yes.
Me too.
And yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts, actually,
Oh,
originally.
really?
Yes,
Yeah,
Massachusetts, as they would call it.
Wow.
My whole
Tom Brady fan or no?
Of course.
Okay.
Tom Brady actually followed me down here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he did. He followed me
Well,
down.
I followed him down here, so we're all following each other.
I was 16 when Trump was elected the first time. I wasn't able to vote. But I had asked people around me. I started kind of paying attention to politics at that point. Everyone in my life in Massachusetts, as you can imagine, said Trump will never win.
Yeah.
So when he won, I said, everyone around me doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I need to educate myself here.
Wow.
So really, I went on this journey on my own and really went to educate myself and find.
What are some ways, sorry to cut you out, but what are some ways for other people to educate themselves? Because I think we could both agree that both sides just spew their own little bias.
Absolutely.
So how can we do what you did, is do your own research? What are some methods that got you to where you are today?
Honestly, the best advice I can give to people is find someone that you can relate to. Find somebody that is saying the things that resonate with you and feel like, yes, that is how I feel. And if I accepted that true belief, then I could go about my day happy.
It's a lot easier than that. To anybody that how do you do that? It's easy. Go to church. Read the Bible.
Fill that void in your shaking, empty soul.
Really easy because
that you filled with abortions and murders.
Yeah, you go to church for 15 minutes and read just read a few pages of the Book of John, and you'll never vote Democrat again.
What I respect a lot about that person that just did that interview is that she said, she was raised with liberal parents, but she did her own research, and that's pretty much what you have to do.
Critical thinking.
Don't be influenced by your friends. Don't be influenced by your family. You are your own person. You have your own brain. You have your own mind. You can, like Todd just said, you can read the Bible. You can read books. You can do all kinds of research. All you gotta do is just research. And if the left or the right, I'm calling balls and strikes here, they don't align with your views, then don't vote for them. I mean, you're in charge of your own person. You can vote for whoever you want, but you don't have to do it because your neighborhood does it, or your friend does it, or your husband, or your whatever. I mean, you can vote for whoever you want. Just do the research and make your own choice.
Yeah.
That's it. If it doesn't pass the logic test and it don't pass the Bible test, it ain't happening. Like, and they don't pass neither one.
And here's the deal: the people on the left, they have no peace, dude. That's why they advocate for violence, because they have no peace. There's no peace inside of them. Our buddy, my producer, David Medina, Portland, David Medina PDX. You can watch my show today.
What's wrong with
you? Got to be following him. He's got great content. He produces my show. I'll be on today at 2, 1 Central, and of course Todd's at 3 here on the Dear America Network. But this is a great clip. Play it. David just released this.
Did you have any issues with Kamala? I mean, she's black, right? Is she black?
I mean, I don't know.
Do you consider her black?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You think we should keep supporting them or what?
This current president that we have right now is better than the last one.
What do you like about Trump more than Kamala? Or more than, I guess it wasn't Joe.
Well, for one thing, he signed prison reform, and that's big for black people. That's big.
First step back.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people that was wrongfully incarcerated, and I think Kamala Harris had a lot to do with the whole like wrongful incarceration of black people.
So you don't think Trump's a racist or anything?
I don't necessarily think that he's racist. Me, as a minority myself, I think that if an illegal minority comes into this country, then it makes it more difficult for the minorities that are like naturally born citizens here. So him trying to get illegal immigrants to leave the country, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing.
What, did you have any issues with Kamala? I mean, she's black, right? Is she black?
Play it. Stop it.
I mean, I don't.
Little common sense out there.
That's it. That's all it takes.
Little critical thinking.
That's all it takes.
It's amazing how that works, dude. It will liberate. Listen, if you're in the chat and you're trolling and you're on the left and you're a purple-haired Riri, let me just tell you to come to Jesus. Come on to the light and come to the right, and I promise you your life's going to make a whole lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Get that cloudy thinking out of your stinking thinking, baby. Get it out of your head, man. You need a checkup from the neck up, trust me. Crucify your mind. Woo! Tomorrow's Good Friday, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Good Friday.
Tomorrow's Good Friday. I hope everybody's got some great plans, and I hope they involve a lot more than pastel colors, Easter eggs, and bunnies and chocolate. I hope there's some Jesus involved. And if you're new to the Dear America show, one of the things we like to do here is we like to pray at the end of the program. We pray for you, and we pray for our country. And I'd like to do that for you guys now, if you don't mind. So, boys, let's pray.
Let's
How
do
about
it.
that? Yeah. Gracious Heavenly Father, we are blessed. We are so blessed. This country's blessed. Everything we touch is blessed because you're good. And Lord, you demand justice, but you bring mercy and grace. And we thank you that we've been recipients of that grace. And Father, we pray that as we enter into this weekend, as we celebrate, as we commemorate, as we remember the death, the burial, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, Lord, that it would be a real experience for us, that you would reveal yourself to us, and we would see the empty tomb with convincing belief, and it would be a life-transforming experience. So, Father, I pray for everybody in the sound of my voice, whether you're listening by way of audio or you're watching here on Rumble. Lord, we pray that you would bless them, bless their lives, bless their finances, bless their homes, put a seal of protection around them. But, Lord, reveal yourself to them in a mighty way, in a personal way, so that they too might have a real and renewed, if not renewed, a brand new relationship with Jesus. And Lord, we settle that with you for eternity. We thank you for sealing us unto the day of redemption, and we pray your blessings on our country, that, Lord, you would fill it with blessings and that common sense would reign, but more than that, wisdom and revelation would reign, because we know that all these kingdoms are being shaken. The only one that will remain is yours. And so, Father, we want to be in that one, holding on to you with the Prince of Peace, and we pray it in his name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. If you got a super chat, $5 kids red, we will answer the question. All the money goes to Graham Allen, of course. If you missed it, you can go back and watch the Graham Allen announcement. He just dropped in to say hello, a little tick-tock, a little alluding to something that is coming. And trust me when I tell you something that is coming is very, very big. Thank you guys for making this show what it is. Before we get into any super chats, let me just say, if you can go over to where podcasts are offered, the audio stuff, leave us a 5-star rating and a review. It's 5 stars. I say that because it's what we deserve, okay? And that's where, Apple, Spotify, where they may be. But Dear America, look for it. And click that like button below the video. Oh, man. 25,000 people watching, and we only got 1,000. No, come on. Better than that.
Come on, folks. Get right.
Come on.
Get right.
Let the Lord lead you.
All right, first super question from Adam Jensen. Can we get prayers for Sheila and Amanda? May the Lord help them find a home they can call their own. Absolutely.
Sheila and Amanda.
Absolutely.
Get them a home.
Prayers for Sheila. And speaking of TikTok, he paid himself.
Graham is making so much money
off of himself.
Look at Willie over here. Willie just being handsome little dog.
Okay. Danny Biker. Yep. Midterms need a massive turnout. Vote out all the Democrats from school boards, city councils, state seats, every office. Make America safe again. Yeah, for sure. From Quinn, I don't see winning midterms or president for a long time. Democrats have really screwed up asking one and only ones that have common sense to resign. You're not smart wanting Fetterman to resign.
Yeah.
He's about the only one that's got some resemblance
Every
of
now
common
and then
sense.
the bulb comes on. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't with the men and women's sports, which I don't understand that. Yeah. Yep. Air. Sure. It's Adam. Oh, hey, Adam. I watched the show during the overnight hours, and Chad, your monologue about Easter reminded me of Paul Harvey's "If I Were the Devil." If you haven't listened to that, by the way, it will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Go listen to Paul Harvey's "If I Was the Devil."
What about mine? Go back and read it. Go back and watch yesterday's.
It was good. It was good.
I did a thing like if I wouldn't abolish Easter, I would just change it. You know.
Yeah, y'all keep up the great work, dude. Your monologues are amazing. Like I can't do it. Like I can't.
Show me some love, Daddy.
You got all the love, baby. Joseph A. I recently accepted Jesus and God into my heart thanks to the King of Kings movie. But my dad has been led in sin for a long time. I believe I'm the only one capable to stop him. With God, pray for me. For sure.
Definitely
you can
will.
do it. You can
Definitely
absolutely do it.
Yep.
Because he will see you as an example and see the change in you. And trust me, eventually he will want said change. I promise you. He will see the peace that you have and will want it. From the Tarzan Cowboy. Prayers, y'all. I had an interview and have testing this weekend for a new job. Miss y'all and glad I could finally make it for a live show today. Yeah. Prayers, Tarzan Cowboy. From Kiloho, DOD just dropped a video with Hegseth slamming the woke DEI policies. I bet $1 to a donut that vid was made by Royce.
Well, we talked to Graham yesterday, and those guys, listen, they're cleaning house at the DOD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are.
We were talking about it. Graham confirmed all that yesterday. They are, with the whistleblowers and escorting the people out, or the leakers, I should say, they are cleaning house at the DOD. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, and I've said it. I told y'all, like, when Elon gets his hands on the DOD, it's going to be nasty. Adam again, Governor Newsom of Cali and Governor Polis of Colorado are 100% garbage, and that's being nice. Did I read that Colorado just banned weapons that have detachable magazines? Did I read that right in Colorado?
Because if that's the case, there's so much wrong.
All they can use is shotguns and revolvers.
It must be, because I'm telling you, I read that somewhere. From Alicia Victoria.
They're just making it easier for criminals. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I can't even fix my fireplace because it'll cost me twice as much just to be a Californian complaint. I rarely be able to use it. I hate it here.
Yeah, you got to love that California complaint. It's compliance. Yeah, that's
compliant.
Right.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. Mama
I
Christie.
complain about the compliance.
After all those fires, Nucifer is done. Also want to thank you guys for the morning show. It makes me have a wonderful day. Thank you.
That's great.
Very nice, Christy.
Awesome.
Love it, Mama. And I'll tell you one thing. If you're in California, I would say come to Texas, but Texas is getting kind of rough too. You know why? Because Californians came over here and turned it into that. But
come to South Carolina.
You're going to get Kamala Harris as your next governor.
You sure are.
You definitely don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine?
For sure. Yeah.
All right. Alicia Victoria.
MD Foster, let's speak
MD
truth.
Foster.
The congressman needs his drug dealer back. He needs the revenue and needs the drugs. Yeah. You ain't wrong on that
we've
one.
seen what Senate staffers do in Senate hearing rooms, live on Facebook, so who knows.
Yeah, thanks for that image. Appreciate that.
That's why you need to go down and visit the prison.
Yeah, Adam Jensen, can we get prayers for Jules Eve that the Lord give her strength and wisdom to find a new job that's right for her? Absolutely. Prayers, Jules. MD Foster, that's why it infuriates me. They scream these illegals have rights. You have the right to get your butt back to your own country.
Yeah.
I like it. Again, from MD. And for all those morons who want to say they didn't do anything illegal, well, coming in this country illegally was your first crime.
Criminal.
There you go. From Kim, she agrees, America only. America. It needs to be a song. It's me, Samantha. Look up Samantha Daly in Martinsburg, West Virginia. She was set on fire by an illegal alien who was supposed to be deported. No outcry for her.
No.
Not surprised. Epitards. Adam Jensen, we forget about prayers for Jody Hart's daughter. Dear Lord, please help heal her and make her complete and healthy again. For sure. Yeah, Jody's good people. Jules Eve, miss everyone. I lost my job recently and have been quite depressed. Prayers to anyone in need of God's lifting hands right now like I do. Congrats, Royce. Yes, prayers
to you as well.
From Jody, is this first time all of you meeting each other on Chad's show on Saturday? All of you are in different locations. Yes, it's the first time we will all have met.
So, it's the first time we've ever traded DNA. And now Tony and I have. In Greenville.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chad came down and he wanted an autograph, so I was like, all right, man. Let's,
he
write
signed,
it in Spanish.
He signed
That's
my
cool.
derriere, and I went and had it tattooed
That's cool,
on me.
but yeah, like I had to. He was like on me, like flies on you know what. Man. I was like, Chad,
white,
enough, dude. All right,
back
that's
up,
enough.
Man,
all right,
back up. Leave me alone.
Like white on rice on a paper plate on a sheep in a snowstorm.
That's right. Exactly. He knows.
Yeah. Alicia Victoria, Tony, have you heard Israel New Breed, new Corrido songs? Also, gentlemen, do you guys have a favorite hymn? Happy Resurrection Week. He is risen.
I have not heard that.
I haven't heard it. Mine is Amazing Grace. I can't listen to it without being in tears because my grandfather sang for an old Southern gospel group forever, and every church he went to, somebody asked him to sing that song. So that one's a special place for me.
Yeah, my favorite hymn is "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing."
And Tony doesn't listen to Jesus music. He's a heathen.
I don't. I actually don't like worship music. So,
see, told you. Jody Hart, I want to say prayers for everyone that need prayers in our Dear America family. We all have issues going on. Prayers for everyone to stay safe and happy Easter. I hope you, Todd, Chad, and Tony are doing well behind the scenes too. They're doing really good.
Thank you. I was just telling Chad this morning how no matter what's going on in our lives, how blessed we are to wake up and have a roof over our heads and food in our pantry and lights you can turn on. There's so many people. I was telling them, that I have family in Mexico who are just celebrating getting indoor plumbing. So I'm like, we have it pretty good here in the United States. So everybody, whenever you feel depressed or whatever's going on in your life, just remember, we have so many blessings in our lives and here in the U.S. We live in the best country in the world. So just don't forget about that. Our Lord has blessed us with so many things.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I think I missed one. All right, here we go. Alicia Victoria, sorry I asked for prayer too much, but the devil is alive and well. This is going to be my dad's first sober Easter. Prayers, please. The Lord is working in his heart. And Alicia, there's no such thing as asking for prayer too much.
And I would say that. Don't ever apologize for that. But the devil may be alive, but he ain't well.
No,
and
that's
you got
a fact.
authority over that. And you're already seeing the victories come through. So stand on that.
Well, I like that right there. That did something to me right there, Chad. Jeff Wallace, we bailed on California 4 years ago and moved to Tennessee. The second we hit the state line, I threw it in reverse just so I could leave California twice. That's how sweet freedom felt.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I love it. Trevor Taylor, plot twist. Carmelo's father bought the car and house for himself because he knows his son is going away for life instead of losing in court.
Oh, Trevor.
Trevor.
Might not be wrong.
Yeah, it might not be.
Quite honestly, I don't know.
And that's
Can't
it,
ever
ladies and
tell.
gentlemen. That is all.
Man, this was fun. I will selfishly say, come see me in Jefferson, Louisiana tomorrow night. Live show, Right Side of Comedy Tour as well. Right Side of Comedy, Gulf of America Comedy Tour. It will be in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Saturday night. And you can leave early and go to church, repent on Sunday morning.
But, I'm sure we will have to.
We'll have to do a little.
I'm sure we'll have to.
Yeah. All right, boys, a good show. Make sure you're praying for Royce and Graham, and thank you for joining us today. This was a special time. We had a big audience, and it was a lot of fun. Thanks for doing what we asked you with Vince's show on the Rumble Raid. We appreciate that. You can click over there now and keep blowing up that his live chat and live feed. Remember our friends over at Home Title Lock, as well as Birch Gold and Backyard Butchers. The links will be down in the comments. For my information, watchchad.com. Tony, what you got, buddy?
Everybody have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your Easter. Spend time with your family. Love them, hug them, and be safe. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Todd, what do you say, baby?
I will see you guys on the hot seat at 3 o'clock, right after Chad's show at 1.
That's right. I'll be there at 2, 1 Central, the Chad Prather Show. You can search Chad Prather on Rumble. You'll find me. And I'm also right here on the Dear America Media Network. I love you guys. We will see you Monday morning for a brand new Dear America, same time. God bless you guys. We will talk to you then. Bye.